Hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Something very, very big and gigantic has happened in the Finnish political space regarding this man showing right now on your screen, known as Mr. Simon. Yes, something very, very big and explosive happened that was heavily connected to Mr. Simon, and in this video I shall be exposing and disclosing every single thing that has happened step by step, series by series, for you to understand in a very, very simple term. So the question is, what has happened to Mr. Simon? What has happened in Finland, and how does it concern Simon in Kilamakoski Correctional Facility? Well, just in case you don't know, the sitting and the current president of Finland, in the person of Alexander Stubb, called the sitting president of Ukraine on a phone call, inviting him to come to Finland. Let's have a conversation, let's have a meeting, so as to foster peace in your country, in Ukraine, and to foster peace in my own country, Finland. Yes, so the current and the sitting president of Ukraine accepted that offer, and he traveled to Finland to hold this very, very important meeting with Alexander Stubb, the current president of Finland. But something very, very interesting and a very, very big twist happened after that meeting was held. Yes, because the case of Mr. Simon was somehow, some way injected into the meeting held by the sitting and the current president of Finland and the current president of Ukraine. Yes, so what has happened? Well, showing right now on your screen is a particular point in time when, as you can see, we have Alexander Stubb having a roundtable meeting with officials and the president of Ukraine, and also officials and politicians domiciled in Finland. This meeting was actually very, very peaceful. They had a series of conversations. They had meaningful topics to be discussed regarding peace, how to maintain peace in Ukraine, and how to foster a proper relationship between Finland and Ukraine. But then, towards the ending of this meeting, something very, very spectacular happened. So the question here is, what really happened, and how does it concern Mr. Simon? Well, let me show this to you. Showing right now on your screen is a tweet and a post coming from the official president's handle on X, or now called Twitter. As you can see, it's coming from Alexander Stubb, and when you look closely to his name, you see that light blue check mark. Yes, meaning this account is actually official, related with the sitting president of a country. And in this tweet, he stated that Finland, Ukraine, and the whole Europe want peace. Today, we discussed how to achieve a lasting and just peace in Ukraine. Finland stands with Ukraine. We support Ukraine politically and militarily, as it defends itself against the Russian aggression. And this is coming from the official handle of the sitting president of Finland. Yes, and this particular tweet was released a couple of hours after that meeting was conducted. But then something interesting happened. Immediately, the president of Finland posted this on his Twitter. What happened, you may ask? Well, an individual domiciled in the Finnish political scenes and political body made a comment on his Twitter page to counter the sitting president of Finland. Yes, and this is something nobody was expecting. Yes, this individual who countered the sitting president of Finland, based out of the tweet he released, had to use Mr. Simon as his body of context, as his main subject and his main topic. How did that happen? Well, take a look at this particular publication showing right now on your screen, coming from an official individual or a politician domiciled in the Finnish political space. It reads, Europe wants peace, but Finnish authorities continue to detain Ambassador of Peace in the person of Mr. Simon for fighting for everlasting peace in the USB and across Africa. Yes, this is actually very, very interesting. This came as a shocker because nobody was expecting this politician to make this remark. Yes, because like I said previously, the sitting president of Finland had a meeting with Ukraine, the president of that country, on how to foster peace. But this politician called out the president of Finland, Alexander Stubb, stating categorically that you can't be calling for peace in your country or calling for peace in a neighboring country when an individual who was ranked or who was given an ambassador of peace is being held in your correctional facility. It doesn't make sense. Make this make sense. Wow, this came as a shocker because nobody was expecting this. No individual domiciled in the Finnish political scene or in the USB government was expecting this particular punch straight to the Finnish president. Interestingly, Alexander Stubb did not reply to this particular tweet because he had nothing to say. This came as a shocker. He had nothing to say. He can't come out to defend that he is trying to foster peace in Ukraine while an individual who was given an ambassador of peace in your own country is being held in Kilamakowski Correctional Facility. Well, just in case you don't know, Mr. Simon in the year of 2023 or thereabouts was confined as the ambassador of peace in Finland. Yes, so a particular group called Mr. Simon that, see, we've seen what you've done in Nigeria, we've seen what you've done for yourself and your business, and we think that you fit the role for the ambassador of peace in Finland. And now that particular title given to Mr. Simon has come out to witch hunt the sitting president of Finland. But then something interesting and something very, very fantastic happened that same day. The moment a politician domiciled in Finland called out the president of Finland regarding Mr. Simon, the USB jumped in quickly to make their point very, very clear. Yes, just in case you don't know, the government heading the USB had to send an official letter, yes, an official document to the sitting president of Finland, to a series of individuals domiciled in the Ukrainian political scenes, and they also sent a letter to individuals heading the EU just because of that particular comment made by a politician domiciled in Finland. Yes, so I'll show you right now on your screen is this particular letter sent to a series of individuals wielding powers in Europe. As you can see, take a look at the highlighted part of your screen where it states the USB government has officially notified the Finnish government, the all-co-ministerial Finland, Nigeria, Elina Valtonen, Alex Stubb on its intentions as a sovereign nation and a formal inquiry regarding the continuous restriction of the head of state of USB, Prime Minister Simon. Having in mind the extract from the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties, Vienna, dated 23rd of May 1969. Yes, so as you can see, the USB government wrote this letter and they tagged series of individuals and bodies in this particular document. Yes, like I said previously, they tagged the government of Finland, they tagged individuals domiciled in Ukraine, and also individuals wielding power in the EU. This is a fantastic one, and this came after a politician domiciled in Finland called out the sitting president of that country. Well, this is actually very, very fantastic, and this is actually straight to the point. And that is not even all. If you think the drama for today is done, no, we just got started. Yes. As we speak, something is happening in Twitter, or now called X. Yes, because these guys have, over the past couple of days, thrown silent shades at Mr. Simon. But now we captured one live in camera to show and expose these guys from Twitter. Yes, so what did these guys from X do to Mr. Simon and his account? Well, let me disclose some vital piece of info for you to see and understand. Showing right now on your screen is the official page of Mr. Simon on Twitter, or now called X. Yes, take a look at this particular bio page and tell me what you think is missing. Take a closer look at it. Feel free to pause this video and scan through his profile and see what's actually missing from his account showing right now on your screen. Yes. Well, from the very first glance, you can't tell what's missing on his account, but then there used to be a blue check mark attached to Mr. Simon's account on Twitter. Yes, there used to be a blue verification sign or a check mark on his Twitter page that shows that this is the official account, or this is the real account of Mr. Simon. But as we speak, that blue check mark has been removed, or that verification sign has been removed from his bio page. So the question here is, what really happened? Well, it is very, very simple to understand. Mr. Simon used to buy or used to purchase his blue verification sign from Twitter. Yes, so Mr. Simon usually pay a monthly fee around 20,000 naira every single month to get that blue verification sign attached to his bio page on Twitter. But as we speak, that sign has been removed. So only one thing is involved. It simply means that Mr. Simon somehow, some way stopped paying for that blue verification sign, which, like we all know, the payment is automatic. Yes, you don't have to actually log into your Twitter to apply for a payment. It's automatic. Once you've put in your debit card, the payment will be done automatically. So we believe that he stopped paying for that particular plan. But then Twitter, now called X, had something very, very interesting to say. This guy's true shades at Mr. Simon, a very clear and decisive shades thrown at this man. So what did these guys do? Well, just in case you don't know, Twitter have an AI called Grok, Grok. Yes, they have an AI system known as Grok, and this Grok AI is attached to all of the accounts under Twitter. Yes, so all the users on Twitter have Grok attached to the account. Even the president of the USA, the president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, Peter Obi, Wole Soyinka, every single person, Davido, Wizkid, name it, they have this Grok attached to their Twitter page. Yes, and when you open this Grok AI, you can actually ask the AI platform to give you info or intel about that particular user or account. So when we notice that Mr. Simon's blue check or verification sign has been removed from his Twitter page, we asked the Grok AI under his account to give us more clarification why this guy's verification sign or blue check mark has been removed. Showing right now on your screen is the response we received from this Grok AI. It states, no hard data on his account's back end, but the check marks is gone off now. Peek at Mr. Simon's account yourself. Most likely, he's not shilling out for premium from a jail cell. X verification is a pay-to-play game these days. So as you can see, the Twitter AI threw silent shades at Mr. Simon using the word he can't pay for premium from a jail cell and stating that the verification is pay-to-play game these days. It just simply means that Mr. Simon in Kilamakowski Correctional Center or facility doesn't have any access to mobile phones and debit card so as to pay for his blue verification sign. Yes, this is silent shade coming from that company known as Twitter, or now called X. Anyways, moving on swiftly, the Deputy Prime Minister of the USB has made a decisive and a very bold step sent to Bola Tinubu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes, so the question here is, what did she do? What did Ngozi Orakwe pull up in the past couple of hours? Well, a couple of weeks back, the federal government of Nigeria named the IPOB as a terror organization in Nigeria, and the Deputy Prime Minister of the USB has done something extraordinary. Take a look at this publication showing right now on your screen, where she listed series of groups that the USB government has now classified as a terror group. And if you look closely, you still find the Nigerian Army and series of groups domiciled within the geographical settings of Nigeria. This is a very, very interesting one and a fantastic move made by Ngozi Orakwe, who happens to be the Deputy Prime Minister of the USB movement. Anyways, moving on swiftly, in our previous video, a video released yesterday, we made a clear declaration that the government of Russia, the government of China, and series of African countries has officially adopted the USB currency or the USB coin. Yes, in our previous video, we went in depth into that publication and into that release to expose every single thing that you need to know about this new currency that Russia, China, and series of African countries has adopted as a legal tender and a means of transfer.